Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. Two things I'm going to say straight out the gate. Whoa, that's coming loud through my phone. Holy, I didn't think it was that loud. You guys probably heard that in the background. But anyway, two things we're going to start with. One, I've got a correction to make. Apparently, I've been told instead of saying Near Bitten is his name, it's actually Near Beaton. So I apologise for that deeply. And then, second of all, I've watched Crown Jewel, so I'm a little bit tipsy. So if I sound tipsy, then that's why. Just make sure that you drink responsibly. Anyway, we're going to get into the next episode of the Bradford City Career Mode straight away. Let's look at the news, obviously, to open things, as we always do. We've got a couple of articles here, actually. Miller sparkles again. Miller is a man who's very happy with his current run of form. I'm playing really well at the moment and really enjoying my football at Bradford, he told the assembled press after the game against Newport. It certainly seems the fullback is in the team for the foreseeable future if he keeps his level of play up. Funnily enough, he's dropped for the next game, but that's another thing altogether. Thank you for the 1,000 sparks, Mills the Blade. No problem for doing your correction for you there with Near Beaton's name. Matthew Palmer is been putting in some great performances. I can't read, obviously, as you can tell, lately for Bradford. He emerges as a real leader out on the pitch, and the club and fans alike will be hoping he can keep up his level of play up over the next part of the season. He's been doing it so far. He's been playing brilliantly, though, at majority of the season. Why are you emojiing me? Bradford hopes to see a repeat victory against Crawley. Johnson will be hoping to see a repeat of Bradford City's last encounter with Crawley Town that ended the victory for his side. I'm hoping to see the same thing. And then the usual next step on Bradford's title road. I'm not going to read that because I've read it about 5 times during this whole career. I'm going to switch up the squad a bit because a lot of people are tired. We might have to play a second sort of string lineup. Or at least sub a couple of players out because a lot of players are buggered. I'm just going to switch a few around. I'm going to put McCartan in to start because he is a very important part of the team and he's full fitness. That just makes it brilliant. Give Donaldson a run out because Vaughan's kind of tired. Carbonero can stay. We'll put Wood on the bench actually because Scannell could probably play a full 90 minutes. I'm such a good manager, obviously. These tactics are just great. We're going to fucking put Grill back in for good despite the fact that he's kind of low on fitness. Oh, we've got Fred and Miller just spamming in the chat. Alright. Beaton to start. Problem with that, Miller, is he's a pre-contract signing, which means I've signed him now, but I won't get him till next season, so I can't actually start him yet. But there you go. Look, I'll show you. All right, hold on. Fred's spamming Beaton without even knowing who he is. I got insulted by Fred, but the bot removed it. That's beautiful. Anyway, as you can see, I'm scouting just to make sure his rating's decent. Joining Bradford City when the transfer window opens. That'll be the next transfer window. Snooze emoji. Alright, you don't have to... Why are you watching if you're going to snooze? Honestly. And more clown faces from Fred. Anyway, we're going to take one more quick look, actually, at the pre-contract signing place. See if there's anyone else I could sign. Any names I could get. Remember, I can't get Premier League players because I'm too far down. Maybe in Season 2, you get a couple. Obviously, we've got Beaton on the pre-contract agreement. There's legitimately a guy called Max Power. I don't know if I just want him for the memes. Possibly. Thank you, Miller, for the follow. I'm guessing you just unfollowed, then followed again, just to get credit for the follow. Thank you for the sparks, both of you. Fred with a 10,000, holy mole. Alright. Acceptable spark amount. Alright, we're away to Crawley Town. We've got the red kit for them, the white kit for us. And this is the squad, despite not being fully fit. I think we've got a good amount of subs on the bench, although one of the midfielders is going to have to play in 90 minutes. And actually, I'm going to bring on Divine for... Fuck it, we'll bring on Divine for O'Connor. So we've got 2 centre mid replacements, because Akpan and Palmer are both going to be bloody exhausted by the end of the match. And I think that's going to do it. So we've got Leonard Grill in goal, the usual guy. We've got Kakachi and Henley as the fullbacks, as always. Richards, Everton and Hennessy are going to be the centre-backs. Carbonero out on the left, Scannell out on the right. Akpan and Palmer, the usual centre midfield duo in the middle. Obviously, they're not full fitness, so one of them, or maybe both of them, will most likely get subbed off. Then we've got McCartan playing as the second striker due to his pace. And up front, we've got Donaldson. Hopefully, we can see a goal from him. We haven't seen a goal from him in a while. Let's get into it. Fred tried for the same insult. Thank you for unfollowing and following again, Fred. I really appreciate it. Um, I'm reading the. I think it's the first time Fred and Miller have actually watched a live career mode episode, so it's a bonus as well. If you're watching on Mixer, obviously you get the episode before, but it will go out on YouTube after as well, so you don't miss anything. I've absolutely fucked that cross because it just decided to change the guy that it was going to. We're gonna go into the match anyway. Crawley's home ground. Earlier in the season, we beat them, I think 2-1. We also beat them in a cup competition a while back as well. I think both of them are now gone because it says only one viewer, and so that's me checking to make sure the stream is decent, make sure it's working properly, make sure the audio is fine. Which you heard from the start of the episode, it is. So no worries about that. I was trying to find my earphones to plug my earphones in just to check, but I couldn't find them, so I just played it out from my phone, and it was louder than I expected. Should be a cracker. I'm hoping that even without our full fitness, full strongest 11, we can still get the win. That is how it looks at home side. I'm trying to recognise a couple of people there from the other game. Obviously, most of them I can recognise. Pretty sure Frankham was in one of my old Road to Glories. I got a very inspirational comment here now from Mills the Blade saying, "You suck." Always nice to know that my friends are very supportive friends. And we've got a friend doing some sort of sexual thing. Don't know how to explain it. How many clown emojis did Fred send? What the fuck is this? I'm just reading back through the chat. But I got sparks out of it, so thumbs up for that. Anyway, there's our squadron. Hopefully we can get the job done. I'm still drinking cider, so if you could hear that, I apologise. I'm not completely trolled. I've only had 3 bottles, so it's like mild at the moment. I used to be a really lightweight, and then like 3 would get me done, but I've matured. Donaldson getting a straight interception. What a start. Crawley not passing it with any skill. Carbonero. Donaldson making a run for the middle. McCartan couldn't a bit of control there with him push 1-0 up, but the ball's bobbled and he's not quite got the control on the ball to do the shot, and it's just gone comfortably into the keeper's arms. Why is McCartan making the run all the way there when literally Palmer is right next to it? It's weird. Interception by Kakache, very well done. Matthew Palmer, he's been praised in the media for his performances. Hopefully we get a continuation of those. McCartan, tackled by Grego Cox, and it's going to be brought away by Crawley here. As you can see, top right, or top left now actually. I can't, brain doesn't work, especially after a couple of siders. You had 25 games played, we scored 50 goals. That's an average of 2 every game. Hoping to keep that average up. We'll finish off on 92 goals, which is not a bad total at all, but at the end of the day, we just want promotion. Promotion is the way to go. It's off the pitch. I meant to record this earlier, but I had to go out, and then I forgot that there was actually a kickoff show for the Crown Jewel, which is the WWE event that was on tonight, and I just didn't record. I just decided to just watch the show instead. But it was a good show. I'm not going to spoil anything if you guys do want to watch it. Obviously, it's on the WWE Network. But it was, well, the ending was good. I'll leave it at that. The show was good in some places and shite in others. Just kind of most of what you'd expect from a WWE show. McCartan now looking for a pass here. Carbonero. But if you're watching this, you're more most likely a FIFA fan. You don't want to hear about WWE. Those are my 2 main games, so you kind of have to. You kind of have to put up with it sometimes. I don't know who came in with a shot there. I'm pretty sure it was Akpan. Yep. Making sure. And I saw a thing, like, I don't know if this is... Oh, it's actually deflected off his hand. If I had a handball switched on, that'd be a penalty. But I feel like if I had handball switched on, it would also go against us a lot, so it's kind of why I don't have them on. Well, it is a blatant handball, but I'm not going to complain, because I know probably something would happen similar for that from me as well, and I'd just be like, nah. Carbonero coming in with a tough tackle, doesn't win the ball, which is Not shocking due to this game being FIFA 20 and tackles might as well not exist. I know it's a long way away. I think it's about 2 months. It's going to be 2 months. Maybe just under. Hopefully, I think most likely it'll be before Christmas. But once we get to episode 100, I think I've already announced this already, and I'll announce it closer to the time. I'm going to be doing a mega long live stream of multiple games of career mode, just to get it covered a bit further, and it's going to be one big video on the YouTube channel as well, so you have a lot to watch. Donaldson. Chat, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Hold your run a little bit longer there, McCartan. I don't know why you're running off celebrating, because you're bloody offside. He went a little bit too early. He's gone off about fucking 2 or 3 yards there at least. I was hoping to do a quick 1-2, just like one touch pass from Donaldson, and I think I did do that, but like it was just McCartan's too fast for his own good sometimes. I really wanted to start Vaughan again, but he does need the break. These games are clustering up a bit, especially with the Leasing.com trophy to deal with as well. But once that trophy's over, we can just focus on the league because we're now out of the Carling Cup and the FA Cup. So we just focus on the league, and then we've got no problems. It's going to be a foul. The ref wanted to play advantage, but there wasn't any. It's crossed towards McNerney. It's going to go up in the air. It's not going to lock onto my defender, but Grill should get that with no problem, and he does. And the one problem with Grill is he sometimes makes mistakes and we let in goals that we shouldn't. But I guess every goalkeeper's like that. And he is growing quite well, which actually is a good thing as well. The best part of, if you're making a road to glory, obviously, the best part is to have a good goalkeeper so you don't concede a lot of goals. And then the other best part is to have a striker who's definitely going to score some amount of goals for you, because I've got a couple of players that are scoring a lot of goals for me. Maybe another guy. Maybe if you want to make signings, just look at the places that you feel like you need to make improvements. But the goalkeeper is a must. If you're in League Two, the goalkeeper is usually about maybe 30, possibly something like that. He won't grow in overall, or maybe 20s, but he's not going to be good enough at all. You know, he's not going to grow anymore. Goalkeepers and like top tips. I'm not really a Road to Glory kind of guy, although I have tried them and never really finished them. But a Road to Glory guide I would say is maybe get a goalkeeper first and then build on the things you feel like you need to improve. And then after that you should be decent. Because I've got good strikers now. My goalkeeper is good. I've upgraded him. Sometimes he makes mistakes, but every goalkeeper does. The defense is solid when they want to make tackles or be in position, which they weren't there obviously, which is why Grill had to make a save. But obviously, pre-contracts a big thing in this sort of career mode as well. At the start of the season, if you put like a scouting instruction on for 0 to 1 year, so got 1 year on the contract remaining, and by January they'll have 6 months, and you can get pre-contracts that way. They're always a good signing idea as well. I thought I'd gone in for a second there. I don't know if I was gonna get mad or what, but that would have been interesting. It's unfortunate for them, I guess, but luckily for us. Also, release clauses are a big part of it. If you can find someone who's got good potential with a low release clause, would definitely go for it. They could become a future star in your career mode. And it's just about building a foundation to get to the higher leagues. And then once you get to the higher leagues, you get more money, and you can just build what you want to build to a certain extent, and try and get a team that's going to win you everything. Because at the end of the day, that's what this Bradford City Career Mode is intended to do. Hopefully we get to the Premier League not very, very soon. But it won't be back-to-back promotions. I can probably guarantee you that, because I'm keeping the difficulty on world class even when we get promoted. But it's going to be like a few seasons, and then once you get to the Premier League, you have to build on that. And then at the end of the day, what I want to do obviously is win the Champions League final, and that will be the end of the series, obviously. But it's a long way to go, especially when you're in League Two. But McCartan is going to make it 1-0 here. I lied, by the way, because the goalkeeper is equal to that. Part of me wanted to pass across to Donaldson there, but he was marked, which is a bit of an issue. We've got a corner 5 minutes from half time. Yeah, Miller's gone and Fred's gone. No, they've not talked since the beginning of the The episode. Hennessy could go for banger. Imagine the scenes. Hennessy scores his first goal in a Bradford City shirt, and it's that. That would have been unreal. Add to the fact that he's a centre back. Donaldson's first touch is absolutely appalling, man. Honestly. His shooting isn't too bad when he's got a chance in front of goal, because obviously he's got 9 goals this season. He has been contributing. It's the fact that his first touch is just not what it needs to be, really. I mean, he's 35, probably 36 soon. He's gonna be retiring I think he's retiring end of the season, so we're not gonna have him for a season. But he needs to work on that first touch. The reason I'm gonna probably start playing him less and less as the season progresses, but then I'll give him a send off in his last game. I'll give him like a retirement game. Carbonero's just made it through, and it's not a good save, man. But yeah, for Donaldson, I will let him play the last game regardless of where we are and what's going on. It'll be a send off game. Anyone who's retiring will get a send off game at this club if they're retiring at this club, of course. It's the only way to show real respect. And I've also learned that if you give the ball to Donaldson, he will score. Unless that isn't Donaldson, it's Akpan. But okay, I don't know about this crawling celebration. I thought it was Donaldson at first because I am an idiot, but it's actually Akpan at the near post. And the lesson continues: if you pass the ball, if you cross the ball to Donaldson or to Vaughan, sorry, I should say, or Akpan, they usually connect with it, and it'll usually result in a goal. Hope Akpan. Celebrating in the only way he knows how, I guess. Puts Bradford 1-0 up on the stroke at half time with a beautiful header off the corner. It's about to be half time, so I might as well just not do anything. Couldn't get closer to the end of the half, and we do take the lead. With a very good, tidy header at the near post. Cross was perfect. The header was perfect. The goalkeeper couldn't meet it. And we go into the middle of the game, or into the break, I should say, with a slender lead. I can't do words properly when I'm sober. Had a few ciders and I'm just even worse at it, which is not really a shocker. Let's take a look at the stats at half time. We have absolutely bent them over. We should be winning by more than one. We should be winning by at least maybe 2 or 3, perhaps. 8 shots on target. We have more possession, which I don't know if it feels like that, to be honest. Well, I don't know if, what I'm saying when I don't know if it feels like that is the numbers. I feel like we've had more than 51%. They've had 3 shots or 2 on target. They've had a couple of opportunities, but I feel like we have this in the bag. And I don't want to like say it too soon, but I feel like we've got this. World class is a good little difficulty because we're winning and then we're obviously losing as well. It provides a challenge. I don't want to switch it up to legendary because then I will like rage more and I won't be able to play. Just like I rage. That was an A pass, by the way, full disclosure for anyone watching. That was a A pass. And it's just gone miles. Sometimes even the A passes don't work and it's just annoying. I don't know why the fullbacks feel like they need to be 9 miles out of position either. Nathaniel George has kept that in. It's gone into the middle. And that was a very good run from Nathaniel George to meet that, but the cross was good, but nobody was there to meet it, unfortunately for Crawley Town, but they do get possession here for some fucking odd reason, and they're gonna put a shot wide. I don't understand the Y passes in this game this year, but it's just instinct that I play them. You'll see some YouTubers with skill moves and all stuff like that. I don't know how to do skill moves really, besides maybe a ball roll. I could possibly read up on them and practice them, but I can't be bothered. I'm more of the traditional kind of passing build-up kind of guy. And the passing doesn't work and you get an angry kind of guy. Kind of thing. 1-2 there between Nathaniel George and Kilty somehow worked out because the ball has just gone away from me for some reason. The head has been made by Hennessy and Richards Everton clears up the mess. Scannell. McCartan was not the target, but we'll play it off as if he was. Akpan. Donaldson's not going to get the pass. There was a good interception there from the Crawley Town centre back. Hennessy brings it out. Scannell gets the pass. It's not who I was aiming for, but it works. 1-2 between him and Palmer now. Henley making moves down the right side. Turns inside McNerney. Back post is Carbonero, and he's headed it wide. I don't physically know how he's done that, but we're going to bring off Palmer. Of course, we need to keep the players as fit as possible for the upcoming matches. Johnson's a little bit annoyed there. Could have been 2. And just before the hour mark, 1 minute off the hour, Palmer's going to have a little rest. He's not been his usual self, obviously, in this game, and that's because of fitness. But he has been making some decent passes. And I can't remember if he took the corner. If he took the corner, he's got an assist. So he has contributed in that fashion as well. I'm just moving my headset if you can hear that. It's gone back to McNerney here off the left back, and Gregor Cox is not going to win the header because Richard Everton's there, but it's going to go straight to Payne. Now Powell and Crawley have a chance to build up on our attack here. We have a chance to maybe not let them hopefully shut it down. It's gone into the middle, and it's been put out. I don't fucking get that. I still don't understand that to my dying breath. It's going to go back post. Tackling's not a thing in this game anymore. Through balls aren't a thing. I need to try and work out what to do to have this game work in my favour. Also, the save there. Did Grill just put his hands down by his fucking sides? It's like he didn't even bloody... O'Donnell might have to go back in. I feel like Grill's not giving his full effort in these kind of matches. Crawley equalise in the most annoying way because a through ball, once again, doesn't work on this game. Philippe Moraes, the substitute, scored his 4th league goal of the season. I bloody don't get it sometimes. The tackling in this game has just been fucking nerfed. I try not to swear, but it's my vocabulary. And then through balls, they might as well have just taken them out of the game, to be completely honest. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Which I guess is probably the right balance, but I still get annoyed at it. Anderson can make it 2-1, and he does immediately. I am no longer angry. Jermaine Anderson has just made my day for now anyway. They could always come back and get a second. I'm not going to get over the top. Jermaine Anderson played through by Shea McCart, and he's tucked it in. Despite a chance from the defender, he's managed to get a shot off. And he's managed to finish it. And that could be the winner. There could be another 2-1 victory against Crawley. I don't think he scored many this season. In fact, that was his first goal in the league. But it could be the most vital. Dawson gets a tackle in. Chases that ball all the way. Donaldson onto Kakachi now, and can't run too far. He's going to be offside. I don't know where the bloody hell my left midfielder is there. He's behind. And I need Kakachi to get back. Akpan's covering his left back for now. Kakachi is going to make a run here to try and stop the play, but it's not going to work, and it's going to be a shot, and it's going to be a save. Could have been 2-2 there. Gregor Cox getting the pass in. I'm not sure who's meant to be marking him there. I think it was Richard Everton, but he wasn't marking him, so it's a bit of an issue. It might need to be more custom tactics need to be added. In fact, I don't know if I have any custom tactics on. The 1-2 has ruled Payne is offside here. We're going to bring on Devine for Akpan. I told you we're going to make 2 centre mid substitutions, and we're going to utilise both those centre mids off the bench, Anderson and Devine. And if you want me to make another correction, say it's Devine, then just leave a comment, and I will make corrections. For any player names I get wrong, you can always drop it in the comments. Tell me if I'm saying it wrong. I will try my best in the future to say it right. Sometimes I forget, but that's just me. Anyway, Donaldson. Try to turn defender here. McCartan is onside. Back into Donaldson, and it's 3. I think that secured the game. The commentators talking about that is the goal that would be the secure goal, the security goal, I guess. The goal that secures the victory. I think I'm putting the point across. A 1-2 here with McCartan and Donaldson. And Donaldson goes into double figures in the league for this season. And I really want to play Donaldson more. It's just his age and the fact that he is slow as fuck. His shooting's good, but his first touch is not good at all. He's contributed this season, though, and that's good. And in his final season, a decent contribution is all I can really ask of him. 10 goals for the number 10. And it should be an easy win here. At this point. Okay. Physically, I want to watch this back on my stream quickly. I don't know how that's worked. I don't know how the ball is warped like that for me to actually header it. For once, I'm complaining about what happened to me, and I don't know how that's happened. But I'm not gonna dwell on it because it was literally not a big part of the play. So I also don't want them to score again. So I'm kind of like focusing. A good interception. I believe it was Kikachi with the interception. Don't know what his interception stats are. His rating. Gonna yell at Anderson in a minute. He should have kept running onto that. We could have played McCartan through for a 4th, but whatever happens here, it looks like the win streak's gonna keep on going. Donaldson turning into trouble, but McCartan's gonna be played through here, and it could be 4. And it is 4. That if the 3rd goal didn't settle it, the 4th did. And I think the destruction of Crawley is complete. After the equaliser, obviously Bradford thought, nah fam. not how it's going down. And we've hit back with 3. And there's still 5 minutes left. Could we get a 5th? I wouldn't put it past us at the moment, honestly. We deserve to be winning. Based on, like, if you saw the stats at halftime, you can obviously agree that. I dread to think what the stats will be at full time. McCartan, I believe that's his 9th. I think it said it's his 9th on the thing. I didn't read it, so. It's just a matter of can we get a 5th? How many can we get in the little time we have left? We'll go ultra defensive just to make sure we don't let any more in. Usually when I go defensive, for some reason I concede still, so it's a backwards kind of thing. Henley's not meant to be coming forward there. I want Scannell to meet him, but it's fine. We could just play the clock down, run the clock down, run the minutes down. Okakachi can get a tackle in. Henley, for some reason, is over here now. I played the first time ball. Okay, realistically there. McCartan, control, the play through. Oh, if I'd just gone for the straight shot instead of turning in, I didn't know where the defender was going to go. I don't know who took the shot there. I believe it was Henley. Jesus Christ. Could have been 5. And it still could be. We've still got 4 minutes. We've got 4 minutes of injury time. We've still got 2 minutes of those 4 left. Richards Everton the target. The keeper paws it away. It comes to Hennessy, who plays into Scannell. Just can't get the ball out from under his feet. I was trying to make a pass off, perhaps. Something there. Anything, I guess. Crawley defense just going to pass it around the back now. I think damage limitation is the idea. And we do get a 4-1 victory. A destruction of Crawley here at their own ground. The Crawley fans, a chorus of boos from them after seeing their team just get wiped out. So I believe the first goal, I actually can't remember the goal order. I think the first goal was from Akpan off the header. Then they equalised through, I forget his name, Marias, I'm pretty sure. And then 3 more goals from us. I can't remember the exact order. It'll come up on the screen there. Anderson, Donaldson, and McCartan. Sealing deal. Not enough room on the scoreboard to contain all our goal scorers. But after the equaliser, we hit back with 3 and we get a comfortable victory. It could have been, it would have been 5 if that had been onside, but it wasn't. And then we got the goals from everyone else. Strong performance from the lads. 13 shots, 12 on target. Possession was 50-50. Crawley came back into it a little bit, obviously with the goal as well. But in the end, we did get the victory. 9.4 rating for Shea McCartan. 9.3 for Clayton Donaldson. 8.6 for Palmer, the usual for him. One of the best, like, I've forgotten the word, consistent players on the team. Akpan with 8.4 as well. Another good, strong display in centre midfield. And 8.2 as well from Anderson. He did play pretty well and he got his goal too. Their best player, I don't know if you can really pick out one, but we did find one, I guess. I guess there is one on the pitch. I don't know how to word it really. But Jay Powell, the 8.1 in the centre midfield spot, with the best rating for them, the 7.7 given to Marias, their goal scorer. But we'll get into the post-match interview and maybe try and sign another pre-contract player, or at least scout some players and try and get something. Try and get maybe one more pre-contract signing that will turn out good. Quite a lot of goals around the league this weekend. I don't know if it's a midweek game actually. It could be a midweek game. I've kind of embarrassed myself. We're going to get some questions here. Congratulations, your winning streak is extended with today's match. How long do you hope to keep this on? We'll go with focus on long-term success, because that is the whole point of this. Rather than put too much emphasis on our next match, I am focused on building long-term success at Bradford. You won again. Do you think that Crawley Town played well? Absolutely not. There's no stopping us. From the moment we stepped onto the pitch, I knew we would win. Who can stop us now? Okay, that's a bit too cocky for my tastes. Cocky is fine. Too cocky. We were expecting a more competitive match out there today. Were you? Yes. I wasn't expecting this. No challenge. It was not much of a challenge for us at all. You might need to raise your expectations of us. We were unstoppable and it was clear right from the off. I mean, for once that statement actually rings true. Yeah, we had 12 shots on target. Any of those could easily translate to goals. We're going to get a couple of messages here. I thought I was on my way out, and yet you gave me a chance, boss. I'm glad I got to impress you. Are you trying to suck my dick? No, I'm joking. I believe in you. I always believed that you'll prove your worth on the pitch, keep up the good work, and you'll be a regular in the squad in no time. I don't know about that. It's amazing that you're now giving me some more chances to get first-team action. Thanks. I'm proud to see you're working hard. Look forward to seeing more from you out there. I might have him start the next match, really, since he got a clean sheet and Grill just keeps spilling goals in. We're not 12 points clear. We're not actually 12 points clear. I read the 64 as a 66. My brain is not working. Alcohol does things, you know. We'll try and get him to 70. And then I guess we'll just work on Brady a little bit more. I think we're going to bring him up at the end of January. And then slot him into the team somewhere. Of course, Hennessy will get his usual trading drills as well. He's close to overtaking Powdy O'Connor, you know. And I hate to shift O'Connor out of the team, but Hennessy's defense stats could go rocketing. I can't remember what his potential was when we first got him in the academy. You can probably go back to a previous episode somewhere and see what his potential is. But he's performing solidly on the pitch and in his drills here, except for that F he's just gotten right in the middle. Grill is literally, if he'd got reflexes to 72 there, he'd been 70 overall. He's literally just tickling that 70 rating. Brady goes up to 56. Hennessy working towards that 61 rating as well. We're going to move on to we're going to keep on keeping on. Anderson scores in Bradford's 4-1 victory over Crawley. We've got a little message here, which I don't think is really, doesn't really matter, but we'll read it anyway. It's come to my attention that Jordan Ibe has been approached by FC Augsburg. Potentially, FC Augsburg could sign him on a pre-contract agreement. Of course, they can, because they're a bigger club than us. We're not going to get Ibe anyway. We can't sign Premier League pre-contract players in League 2. Once we get up to League 1, I think that is the lowest point where we can sign. We've got a couple of things here. We've got Pretoft We're just getting overloaded right here. Hold on a minute. We've got monthly scouting update. We'll read that in a second. We've got our final report, Abdul Rahman Baba. I'm not going to be able to get him, but we'll take a look at his stats anyway. 75 overall. The wage was 60k. We could have paid on a pre-contract basis. It wouldn't have been a bad player to have around, but unfortunately, like I said, we can't get him on pre-contract because he is Premier League. We'll take a look at the scout report here. We've got Alessio Rinaldi, which unfortunately we're going to have to let you go, lad. Your agility doesn't look too bad, actually, but we've got Alessandro Ferrari. I kind of want to keep him for his name. Is that bad? I'll keep him on. I'll tell you what, I'll keep him on the list, and we'll see what happens with him over the next couple of months. We've got Lorenzo Colombo. His potential's looking juicy. His overall's not looking too great. He can play. I think he's going to be a right-sided player most likely, but it looks like he could maybe slot in at centre mid as well. We'll sign him. Looks decent. And then we've got the bloody god himself, Ricardo Rossi. We will sign him, but we're going to keep him in the academy for a little longer. He is a goalkeeper. He might become the backup to Lennart Grill. And O'Donnell might have to go to third choice. But Italy was a good place to look by the looks of it. We're going to sign him in. And before we end... Yeah, we'll keep Ferrari going further because his name's Ferrari. Before we go and end the episode... It's going to be another one of those where I just ramble on a little bit at the end. We can take a little look at what we've got here. We've got Ricardo Rossi, who is 62 rated, which is actually only one below O'Donnell. So there's that. We've got Brady, of course, as well, 75 to 89. We're going to keep him till the end of January, I think I said. He could maybe reach an 80 at the end of the day. And then we've got Lorenzo Colombo, who is 15 years old. He can't be called up anyway, but is overall not looking great, for being honest. The sprint speed's not looking too good either for a right midfielder. But he'll have plenty of time to develop in the academy. But this man looks like... He looks good. Anyway, basically. His positioning will need a lot of work, and we're going to train that up, I'm assuming. I say I'm assuming. I'm the one making decisions. I probably will train that up. He's 6'5". We may have a fucking youth gem on our hands here. Italy was a good place to scout, and maybe we'll go there again more often. But that's going to end another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. We get another win to add to our collection. Colchester keeping pace with us, but really not because we're kind of on a win streak, but so are they. If we keep winning, they can't get us. So that's always a good thing. We'll take a look quickly at the top scorers. Jay Brown's still top on 14. Vaughan just one behind him on 13. I mean, Vaughan's going to be starting the next game, so it could turn into us having a top scorer in the league. There's the top deals. We'll go more thoroughly into them towards the end, or I guess on deadline day at the end of January. We've got Kante going to Bayern Munich for 117.5 million. We've got Lacazette heading from Arsenal to Atletico Madrid for 54 million. And then we've got Karim Benzema, 38.2 million to Bayer Leverkusen. We also saw the deal for Carvajal. I can't remember how much he was worth, but he probably would be on the top deals as well. We'll take a look at that, like I said, on the January 31st. But I'll end the episode. I already said that's the end of the episode, so we'll do it again. That's the end of the episode, guys, and I'll see you very, very soon when we face a familiar foe in Scunthorpe United. Bye for now.